Hey, are you a lover or a fighter? I'm Pastor Fred, and this is the follow through. That is such a good question. I know that when that is brought up in movies, right? It's a famous line. Someone will say, "I'm a lover, not a fighter," and what they often mean is that they don't want to have to fight, their default is to avoid conflict, and they are about loving others. And here's the thing. They may not even be about loving others, but they just don't want to deal with issues. But issues come up, right? Conflict, part of life. And, how do we deal with that? How can we be loving people and do what God wants us to do and all of that? First Peter gives us, we're going to be in First Peter chapter 4, verse 8. And that's First Peter chapter 4, verse 8. And he says this, he says, above all, keep loving one another earnestly. I love that word, earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. And I think that word earnestly is really, really important because it turns it from being just, oh, we should love each other. Like he's saying, like, put some effort into it. Like see how important it really is in every area of life, especially when there's issues, especially maybe when someone has offended you or hurt you. We don't just sweep it under the rug. And when Peter says that love covers a multitude of sins, he's not saying that they get excused or we ignore them. The hurt is real, the pain is real. What that person has done, or maybe what I have done. Someone has sinned against someone, maybe certainly sinned against God, and how do we deal with that? And he says, well, it's right in the text. He says, love, God's love, covers those things. Because love forgives those things. Jesus died to forgive those things, a multitude of sins. And when in my life, it will help me to see, okay, that I want that person to know God's forgiveness. I want them to know God's love. That's my goal. That's my end game. That's what I really hope to see happen. Not punishment, not anger, because that's what our world wants to do. In fact, that's kind of like what our hearts want to do so often, is to make somebody pay, to make them feel the pain we feel or whatever. And man, that just gets old. It's sinful. It's wicked. It's not what God would have us do. And the reason why is it doesn't bring about the love that God wants us to have. He sent Jesus to die for us. And so when we look at love, when we're like, if I'm busy loving other people and showing them this incredible sacrificial love that God has, it doesn't leave any room for vengeance. It doesn't leave any room for my, wrath to be incurred by the other person. No, it covers them. It covers them. They're forgiven by Jesus. Healing can happen. Restoration can happen, and that's what we want to see. That's what he's saying. So let us love earnestly, like with an effort, like this might cost us. But the benefit, man, the thing at the other end is hope and peace and joy and relationships that are made new in Jesus. How cool is that? Let's shoot for that, all right? So I'm Pastor Fred. This is the follow through. Again, hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody in your life, and we'll talk to you next time.